So someone wanted to make like a weird electric tower or whatever, and I'm going to like do this really quick because it shouldn't take long. Made a plane, RX90, vertex select, deleting everything beside one edge. And let me take a look how he wanted to build that, just so I get this sum right. Alright. Okay, he has like a triangle here. Oops. You can extrude it, the vertex by pressing E. Then we put in a mirror modifier, turn on clipping. So if we now move this over the mirrored origin, the orange dot, you can see it's clipping together. Not like a triangle. So I'm going to copy this here, SZ0, it's straight. And this goes kind of here. And the next thing he has is like a, what is that? Let's see, this is actually on the same axis, so SX0 should be straight. And I'm going to copy this upper line again, Shift D, turn off clipping so I can move it away, turn on clipping so it's not loose, R90. By the way, I'm in front view, numpad 1. And yeah, I'm going to Shift S, cursor to selected, selection to cursor, selection to Shift S, cursor to selected, selection to cursor. That should eventually do it. Now I'm going to select everything, key, separate by loose parts, and every line we just made is going to be a separate object, see. And I'm just going to select all of them, all left click on the apply, and all actually, no, okay, well, we have to apply them then manually, whatever. What we then can do is put on a skin modifier, there we go, and select all of it, select the one with a skin modifier last. You can see it's yellow, this one is orange because this one is selected last, Control L, modifiers are copied. You can select everything, edit mode, select everything, Control A to scale the skin modifier down. Alright, now I think why there's not, what's going on there? Maybe we should separate this as well, P, selection, not quite sure what's going on. Interesting. Either way, I'm going to put in a mirror modifier here again because for some reason it didn't mirror over. Apply it. So now there we go. Either way, we kind of need to fix this a little bit. So front view again, select those vertices. You cannot see them because they are behind the mirror modifier. Just go Z, wireframe, and I'm going to select this upper ones here. GZ moves slightly up. That's a little bit down. I think he actually had another line here, so let's copy this here. P, selection. And I'm going to rotate this in edit mode like that. Yeah, something like that. Just eyeball, it doesn't matter that much. Make sure the origin is still in the center for this one, and we can put on a mirror modifier. That's actually pretty fine. Now I think we can select everything. Control J, does this work? Actually works pretty decent, I guess. Yeah, I made sure I have this one selected last. I think we can apply the mirror modifier. We don't need mirror modifiers here. Make sure you don't have any. Control J with everything selected. Then, well, the angle might be a little bit over, but I think this. Okay, let's put on a subdivision surface. It's pretty fine-ish. Let's just keep it like that. If you want to scale this down, you have to go into edit mode, select everything, Control A, and you can scale the skin modifier, alright? So, but this is fine. We can put on array modifier. Now you can see the array modifier X, Y, Z uses the X axis. We don't want it, we want the Z axis. So put this on 1. Okay, the reason why this is not working because we rotated it, we have to apply rotation scale, Control A, and we're just going to array this a bunch of times. Alright. Like that. Now Shift S, cursor to selected, so the cursor is right in here. We make Shift A, make an empty, and we are going to copy the array. Instead of putting it 9 times, let's put it 3 times. And we're going to turn off the relative offset. We're going to turn on the object offset, select the empty, RZ. Let's take a look. Alright. With that setup, skin subdivision array for the height, and another array just to rotate it, and the empty here in the middle, right? The origin over here, I go into edit mode, select this vertex here, to the side it doesn't matter which one, Shift S, cursor to select it, press F3 or spacebar, set origin to 3D cursor, so the origin over here is over there. And with the empty in the middle, we just go into the top view, and we just logically see, okay, we're going to move this back a bit, RZ, going to rotate this and just move this to the side here like that or something. And I need a little bit more rotation, and there we go. Now this works perfectly. Z, solid, and we have that thing. Now eventually we want more, so we go to the array modifier over here, put in a few more or whatever, and we press Shift A, make a lattice, and let's go to top view, front view, numpad 1 or something. Alt G, make sure the lattice is in the middle here. SZ, and we're going to scale this around this tower, whatever it is. Alright, so like that. Look and refine top view maybe, just to make sure it's like all the way around, maybe a bit bigger. Okay, and then we're selecting our object here. We put on our lattice modifier, select the lattice we just made, and we can select the lattice, select the top here, and we can scale this up, down, or whatever, however you want to do it. It is up to you. And that's basically what he wanted, I think. Now eventually we could put on turn on Z shade smooth. Z shade smooth. Did I not? We have to go to the skin modifier, and somewhere here it says shade smooth, and there we go, it's shaded smooth. Now this could be a little bit more clean eventually, but all you really have to do if you want to adjust something is the thing down here. So in theory we could apply the skin modifier, and we could take a look. We don't even really need this subdivision here if you want to have like squares or whatever. Z shade flat eventually, and you can see we have like squares here. But be aware, if you apply the skin modifier, it's going to be troublesome to actually scale those things down. If you want to scale it down and you still have the skin modifier, Control A, select everything, Control A, and you can see it's getting thinner. It will eventually turn off the subdivision, so you have like squares or whatever. And yeah, that's about it, I guess.